I want to thank you for joining me once again out here in the Old Dusty Workshop. Today I am going to be finishing those 3 chef's knives I started in the previous episode, and I'm really excited for you guys to get to look at those Hamons, and I'm also really excited to show off some of the handle material that I have chosen for the two 26C3 blades. Before we get started, I just wanted to mention that you can find all of the links to my social media as well as my website down in the links below. And if you want to leave a like and a subscribe, always helps me out when you guys do that. It lets me continue building all of these awesome things out here in the Old Dusty Workshop. So I'm very grateful when you guys do that. I'm going to go ahead and take you guys over to the vise, where it is now time to hand sand all 3 of these blades. So the hand sanding is finished. And so now you can actually see the Hamon peeking through right there. But now it is time to etch these 2 blades. The AEBL blade is ready for a handle. These 2 are going to get a 15-minute etch in some ferric chloride, and then I will scrub them down with some Flitz polish, and then it'll be time to get the handle material on all of these, and I have some really cool handle material picked for these 2. But first I'm going to wipe them down with some alcohol to take any of the oils from my hands off. There we go. I think that those look really, really awesome. And for the handles, I have something pretty special planned. One of them is going to get this. Some blue dyed maple burl with white and blue resin. And the other is going to get some, I think it's red molly burl with this really incredible, it's like a peacock kind of resin in there. It's blue and green kind of mixed together, and it looks just incredible. So, with this one, I'll actually just have to cut it in half, so there'll be enough for a future handle. But I wanted to do 2 different kinds of resin for the handles, and that just looks really cool. So now I'm going to pick a material to make the bolster out of, get those fit up, and it'll be time to fit the handles and finish the handles, and then we'll be pretty much done. So I'm going to go ahead and get the handles fit up on all three of the chef's knives. The other one, this guy, is just getting a desert ironwood handle. So I'm going to go ahead and get these handle materials all fit up now. So now that the handles are fit up, I'm going to make these little G10 pieces into bolsters. And I have scribed where I need the bolster to fit up to the tang of the handle. So I'm going to go ahead and do some file work. I'm going to use a Dremel with a cutoff wheel to get a nice slot in these little bolsters, and then I'll use some diamond files to widen them out. So I'm going to go ahead and go over to the vise and get these handles all finished fitting up. So what I've done is I have glued the little bolster onto the handle. So now I can finish this all as one piece, and then it is as simple as gluing up the handle to the knife. I'll probably do another etch just to kind of redarken everything on the blade, but we are very close to being completed. So I'm going to do a little bit of shaping on these handles. They're pretty bulky right now. And I'm going to get them finished up all the way up to some Scotch-Brite belts. And these should look absolutely amazing when they're done. And now the AEBL blade is ready to have its handle glued. Just some desert ironwood. So I'm going to go ahead and jump on the grinder and make quite a bit of dust. I have the rough shape of this one done too now. A little bit of oil on there. And that is just so cool. And this is only 60 grit. I'm going to take this all the way up to the equivalent of about 1,000. These 3 blades are now ready for their final finishing. I just have to do a little hand sanding on the handles, and then just a little buff, and they will be totally done. This one I still have to shape the handle, so I'm going to start that on the grinder, and then I will move over to doing it with some hand files and some sandpaper. But I am going to start by getting the handles on these 2 all nice and shiny. They look real great right now, but they're going to look even better when I'm done. Those handles look absolutely amazing. I'm so happy with how they are looking. And they're finished. All I have to do is sharpen these 2. Alright, and now this one is finished as well. I am very pleased with how these chef's knives have turned out. Well, those handles look absolutely incredible, and so do the Hamones on the blades. I'm very pleased with how they have all turned out. I want to thank you for watching this episode. It's been such a fun little time building all 3 of these knives. And I want to thank you for liking and subscribing. It really helps me to continue building all of these awesome projects out here in the Old Dusty Workshop. So I'm very grateful for that. I want to thank you for watching today. I will catch you on the next episode of Let's Make a Knife. And you guys take it easy.